afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of the top headlines for the day: a popular local restaurant is closed due to flooding. We've got the details on that, plus a late-night water rescue in Estill County. And as we finally see some relief from the flooding, another major winter storm is bearing down on the greater Richmond area. We've got Susie in the Weather Center with the very latest on what we can expect there. We've got your sports report with Michael Watkins coming up here today, live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, we've actually got just a little bit of breaking news before we get to our big story. We've got lots of closings coming into the studio already. Closing and cancellations are starting to come in for tomorrow. We've got Madison County schools, of course, are closed tomorrow. That will be NTI Day 8. The Bluegrass Army Depot commander has announced that they will close the depot tomorrow, February the 19th. Due to the pending bad weather. We will have a list of all the area closings and cancellations up on our website soon, so make sure you are staying tuned there for all of the latest on what will be open and what is closing down in front of this new winter weather that's coming into the area. Well, speaking of the weather, a popular destination on the river at Clay's Ferry is flooded. Proud Mary's Barbecue is once again experiencing flooding. As you can see in this video, it was almost 4 years ago to the day the restaurant was flooded in 2021. You're watching some remarkable drone footage of the scene from that year when the community helped with the cleanup effort for 18 days to get the local business up and going again. Although the restaurant is closed, they encouraged people to visit their neighbors down the road at Boondogs on social media. The rising water is still impacting other river destinations like the waterfront and Halls, where the water is over the road there as well. We'll keep an eye on things and let you know when they are reopening. Well, also weather-related, the Estill County Rescue Squad responded last night after dark to a horse in floodwaters and the owner needing assistance getting to the animals in the Millers Creek area. Millers Creek Fire and Rescue responded with 4 large animal rescue techs, and the City of Irvine Fire Department assisted on the call. The horse was cold, wet, and muddy, but the crews got her out of harm's way, working in the darkness and cold weather. According to the Public Information Officer, Letitia Morris, as of this morning, the horse's owner posted on social media, "She's still with us and waiting on a vet to assess her condition." The group of professionals most definitely saved a life last night during the worst of the times. You can find the best people, and thanks again. Well, crews responded to a semi-truck fire in Laurel County this morning. The semi's brakes appear to have caught fire and quickly engulfed the trailer. This video was submitted by a viewer of the scene around 7:30 this morning of the fire on I-75 southbound just before the exit 29 in Corbin. The Laurel County Fire Department shared these pictures of the extensive damage to the trailer. Excuse me. The semi cab was successfully decoupled and saved the driver, and the driver was unharmed. Good news there. Well, in a follow-up to a story we brought you right here live at 5 yesterday, the Kentucky State Police say a missing Lancaster teen has been located. Local officials and the Kentucky State Police say 16-year-old Maggie Harris, also known as MJ, was located safe this morning after being reported missing yesterday. Good news out of Lancaster there. Well, last week, Richmond police arrested a man and charged with sexual abuse on February the 9th. According to the arrest citation, an officer responded to a sex abuse allegation. The juvenile victim said the man, Hugo Espinoza Cruz, had been sexually abusing her from a young age, with the most recent assault having occurred around midnight on the 9th. According to the victim, she woke up around midnight and found that he was laying behind her, watching her sleep, and proceeded to sexually assault her. A short while later, he left, but soon returned with a laptop and showed her sexually explicit videos. The victim states she screamed at Hugo to leave, which he eventually did. Hugo was apprehended and brought to the Richmond Police Department for questioning. The citation states that he denied the allegations, but appeared nervous when doing so. A search of Hugo's home phone revealed that he had far more photos of the victim than his own wife or other children, while the search history on his laptop, according to the citation, corroborated the victim's story. Hugo was arrested on charges of first-degree sexual abuse, first-degree rape, incest, forcible compilation of consent, and lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Another update to a story we brought you yesterday. The 2 people seriously injured in a collision in Lexington Saturday morning have fortunately died. Police say the victims who were hit by a car off Manowar Boulevard near Tates Creek Road around 7 a.m. The victims identified as 55-year-old Matthew Hudson and 61-year-old Iyad Albari. They were then hospitalized with life-threatening injuries earlier today. The Fayette County Coroner's Office confirmed that both Hudson and Albari died due to multiple blunt force trauma. The manner of the death has been listed on reports as an accident. Well, the Kentucky State Police have arrested a Bardstown man for animal cruelty. According to officials, officers from the KSP Post 4 were dispatched to the 1900 block of Potter Shop Road in Bardstown in response to an alleged organized chicken fighting event. At the scene, police made contact with the property owner, identified as 37-year-old Aaron John Thompson, along with several other individuals. Following further investigation, Thompson was charged with second-degree cruelty to animals and cited to the Nelson County District Court. An investigation into that case is ongoing. Lexington police are investigating a hit and run that occurred early Saturday morning. According to officials, a vehicle crashed into Silk's Lounge, a bar in downtown Lexington, at around 1 a.m. after hitting several other vehicles on the street. One person was hospitalized with reported non-life-threatening injuries. The driver reportedly left the scene in the vehicle following the accident. Police are currently searching for both the driver and the vehicle. If you have seen any information or have any information regarding the incident, you are asked to contact Lexington Police. That phone number, 850-258-3600. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We've got lots of weather news to get to. Susie in the Weather Center right after this break.
The EKU men's and women's basketball teams are both looking to stake their claim as the top team in the Atlantic Sun Conference, and WBON TV is excited to bring you live, free over-the-air coverage of Colonels basketball. Select games are set to air free over-the-air on WBON TV, including 5 big conference games for both the men and women. For a complete list of games or to learn more about how you can watch, visit the WBON TV Facebook page or WBONTV.com. Sponsored by Chenault Vineyards, Kentucky Public Service Commission, the City of Richmond, Botany Bay, and Davis and Haymond PSC.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nerdad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit HonestDealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Lots of weather news coming up. We've got Susie in the Weather Center. We're going to send it right over to her.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. Well, we're bracing ourselves for yet another blast of winter. The Kentucky River has since crested, by the way. We're seeing big improvements with the water levels, but now we're tracking this Arctic air, and as you can see, some snowflakes popping up on the webcam. The beginnings of a winter storm that will be taking aim at the region tonight. We have a winter storm warning in effect from 7 p.m. to noon Eastern tomorrow. Snow 3 to 6 inches with frigid temperatures dominating. And we are looking at winter storm warnings here in effect throughout our entire viewing area. That's what you see in the pink due to this impending snow situation. We do have the snow threats ramping up overnight, turning more widespread. And again, a plowable event that will be impactful across the region. We have this Arctic air that's been really spreading across much of the country, digging in deep, even into the southern United States. And then an area of low pressure that's launching a lot of moisture up our way, along with an upper level low that's enhancing that moisture content in the atmosphere. And with that cold, well, it's easy to spit out these snow showers, and we've got the snow, as you can see, widespread across the region overnight. So plan on some messy morning commutes. Watch those slippery road conditions. We will be seeing improvements later into our Wednesday. We see another little burst, though, coming in overnight into our Thursday morning, perhaps little brief light flurries, perhaps. But the main event is looking to be overnight, and we are projecting about 3 to 6 inches of snowfall across the region, with many of us landing at around that 3 to 4 inch range, as you can see. And again, Arctic air is a dominant feature here. We'll be in the teens tonight with high temperatures in the 20s for tomorrow. We will be seeing some improvements with the snow by midday tomorrow. But here's a look at our extended forecast, noticing a quick recovery in our temperatures by the weekend. We're bumping up into the 40s and 50s by next week. Back to you.
Thanks, Susie, for that forecast. Make sure you're staying weather aware for the next 24 to 48 hours. You can do that right here on WBONTV.com, and you can also check out our Facebook page. Well, 3 people were rescued from a car flipped over by floodwaters in Knox County last week. According to officials, a deputy from the Knox County Sheriff's Department responded to a report of a one-vehicle crash on Kentucky 930 in Artemis around 10:30 a.m. At the scene, the deputy found a partly submerged vehicle flipped on its top in floodwaters. Officials say the vehicle's 3 occupants, a mother and her 2 children, were rescued from the vehicle by 3 people who arrived at the scene shortly after that crash happened. The mother and 2 children were taken to a hospital where they were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of that crash is under investigation. Richmond police arrested a man earlier this month following several incidents of domestic abuse. On February the 8th, according to the arrest citation, an officer was dispatched to a location on North 2nd Street in response to a domestic violence incident. At the scene, contact was made with the victim, who was shortly taken to Baptist Health Richmond. The victim told police that she was in a dating relationship with a man, Jason Milligan, who had physically assaulted her on multiple occasions from February the 3rd through the 8th. The victim informed police that since she and Milligan are homeless, they live in his car at a location on South Killarney Drive, which is where all the assaults occurred. The assaults, according to the victim, all started as arguments that turned physical, with Milligan hitting her and either with his fists or an object, and one occasion strangling her. On the 8th, the victim tried to escape, but was restrained, with Milligan threatening to kill her. When he left later that day, the victim was able to escape and contact police. Milligan was apprehended during a traffic stop in Lexington and taken in for questioning. He then, the citation states, denied the allegations. Milligan was arrested and charged with 2 counts of kidnapping, second-degree assault, and fourth-degree assault and lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Well, a pedestrian was injured during a vehicle collision Friday in Lexington. According to officials, the victim was hit by a vehicle on Winchester Road at Loudon Avenue around 7 a.m. The victim was critically injured in the collision and was taken to a local hospital. The roadway was temporarily closed down as emergency crews cleared that scene. No names have been released, and police say no charges have been filed. We'll bring you more updates as they become available right here on WBON TV. The Bluegrass Crime Stoppers is asking for the public's help with identifying people wanted in connection to a robbery in Lexington. According to police, 3 people with guns and faces obscured entered a store at the 2000 block of Nicholasville Road and demanded cash from the drawers. If you have any information regarding the crime, you can report a tip anonymously by calling the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. That phone number, 859-253-2020. There is a possible $1,500 cash reward. You can also report that tip to the P3 tip for Crime Stoppers that is online as well. On a case we've been following here on Live at 5, Erica Lawson, the Mount Vernon woman accused of killing her toddler, has seen a significant development. Judge Keith Nagel removed the death penalty as a possible sentence due to changes in Kentucky law. The new law requires the murder of a child to be proven intentional to be eligible for capital punishment. The initial murder charge, which alleged Lawson intentionally caused her daughter's death, was amended to wantonly causing the death. This change reflects the prosecution's focus on Lawson's failure to protect her child rather than intentionally causing her harm. The case revolves around the tragic circumstances surrounding the death of 17-month-old Elena Hembry. Officials described the abuse as one of the most severe they'd ever encountered in a child that young. The prosecution now emphasizes Lawson's failure to fulfill her parental duty to protect her child from harm. As the case progresses, we'll keep you up to date here on WBON TV Channel 9. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins has your latest sports report. That's up next.
The EKU men's and women's basketball teams are both looking to stake their claim as the top team in the Atlantic Sun Conference, and WBON TV is excited to bring you live, free over-the-air coverage of Colonels basketball. Select games are set to air free over-the-air on WBON TV, including 5 big conference games for both the men and women. For a complete list of games or to learn more about how you can watch, visit the WBON TV Facebook page or WBONTV.com. Sponsored by Chenault Vineyards, Kentucky Public Service Commission, the City of Richmond, Botany Bay, and Davis and Haymond PSC.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey
from Hicks and Punson, Kentucky lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nerdad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Tonight, WBON TV will air a huge EKU men's basketball game as the Colonels battle with the first-place Lipscomb. With a preview of the matchup tonight, Michael Watkins is here with today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report.
Hello everyone, hope you're staying safe and warm out there as we come at you on this Tuesday edition of the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. The EKU men's basketball team has really come on as of late. Following a tough, gritty, come-from-behind win on Saturday, the team now finds themselves just one game back of first place, where both North Alabama and Lipscomb currently sit atop the A-Sun standings. During his press conference after that win on Saturday, Coach A.W. Hamilton talked about his team and how the difficult non-conference schedule really made them stronger and prepared them for this run they are on in conference play.
One, we played a really tough non-conference schedule, and we didn't play a home game until I think January 9th, and that's tough on a team. When you play outside your building because you don't have your locker room, you're not in the gym here, and you're traveling a lot. So we played a really tough schedule. We played Clemson, Pittsburgh, Louisville. Had a chance to beat Louisville. They beat us on a buzzer beater. But this is a great group of kids. Our new guys came here because they want to be on a team that competes for a championship. They wanted to be in a culture that's a championship culture. And the guys we got coming back, you look at Tay Blanton, he could play anywhere in the country. He came back for his 5th season at EKU. I mean, he's been all conference. He's had every accolade. He's number 2 all time in scoring. Then you got Turner Butchery, who's in his 3rd year, which is a tremendous leader for us. You got Mont, who played behind Cozart last year on a championship team. You got Jackson. You got Robbie Todd. So this is a group that's built to win. And, we struggled a little bit in the non-con, but we just stuck with it. We're making the right play at the right time right now. We're rebounding the basketball better. We didn't do that tonight, but we're doing some really good things.
Tonight, the Colonels host Lipscomb with a chance to really make some headway in those conference standings. The game will air live tonight on WBON TV as the Colonels look for their 8th straight victory. Devontae Blanton will be honored before the game for senior night, and following the 2 wins last week where Tay had to play more of the point guard role, Coach talked about the impact from the 2nd leading scorer in program history.
All right, but it's senior night for Tay Blanton. And Tay Blanton is one of the best players in program history. He's number 2 in scoring. He's number 5 in assists. I think he's number 6 or 7 in rebounding. He's been part of so many special teams. He's been our closer for the last 4 years. So we got to send him out the right way. So we need a big crowd to celebrate Tay Blanton.
In the absence of injured leading scorer George Kimball III, the duo of Blanton and Myar Wall led the Colonels last week. Blanton averaged 21.5 points, 10.5 assists, and 4 rebounds while shooting 53% from the field in those wins over West Georgia and Queens. Wall averaged 22.5 points and 6 rebounds while shooting 50% from the field and 11 of 20 from the three-point line in those games. In their last 4 games, the Colonels have made 59 three-pointers, an average of 14.8 per game, and have hit 13 or more in each of those games, shooting at a 48% clip. During its 7-game winning streak, Eastern is averaging 16 assists per game and dishing out an assist on 53% of their made field goals. In the 7 A-Sun games before that, EKU averaged just 10.9 assists and had an assist on just 43% of its shots. Lipscomb is 19-8 overall and 10-3 in league play, having won 5 straight and are tied with North Alabama for first place. The Bisons beat Florida Gulf Coast 82-68 at home on Saturday, and in the all-time series with Lipscomb, it's tied at 3 apiece. 3 wins for EKU, 3 wins for the Bisons. The Colonels have a 2-0 edge over the Bisons in games played in Richmond, and in that most recent meeting, the Colonels earned an 80-71 win in Nashville. That game took place on January the 30th. In that last game, EKU held the A-Sun leader in field goal percentage to 39% shooting from the field and limited preseason all-conference selection Will Pruitt to 2 points and 4 rebounds. He came into that game averaging 12 points and 6 boards per game. Devontae Blanton led a balanced scoring attack with 17 points and also grabbed 10 rebounds. And if you don't want to test the snow and the cold that's heading our way tonight, be sure to tune in and catch all of the action on our TV channel. It's the only way to watch tonight. There will be no stream of the game. You can watch it live on Channel 712 here in Madison County on Spectrum or one of the many other WBON TV cable partners. You can also find the game over the air on Channel 9.1. Looking forward to another exciting game inside of Baptist Health Arena coming up tonight. For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Stihl in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammoth Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammoth Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Thanks so much for joining us here today, Live at 5. Make sure that you are staying weather aware as we move through the night and into tomorrow. You can always check out the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting to keep you on the go. Have a nice night. I'll see you tomorrow, Live at 5.